All right, so this is a piece out of my book. And it's actually a collaboration with another author named Fiona Chamness, who's really great too. If you wanted to look her up, FionaChamness.bandcamp.com, she's wonderful. This takes place in 2008 when Barack Obama was first running for president of the United States against John McCain. And so John McCain was a Vietnam War veteran, and my father's family is refugees from the Vietnam War. And my oldest uncle, who I'm going to refer to in the poem as Bac Hai, Bac Hai is the oldest uncle, basically, in Vietnamese. He decided that even though he was a Democrat, he wouldn't support Obama, and it was basically a decision based on race. So this is that whole mess. And it's called Bac Hai and the American Way, or my position on John McCain's history of military service given, quote, I hated the gooks, I will hate them as long as I live, Senator John McCain. 1. Bac Hai won't vote. Obama looks too much like the baseball bat shattering Korean storefront windows in the LA riots, tall, brown, and righteous. My dad says it's envy because no one in our family can be president. It is an Olympic summer, and my dad, sprawled on the couch before the eternal TV, says, we Team USA now. Everyone is tied together like a three-legged race. All right. Call it three-legged race. Call it rat race. Call it race to the bottom. Last time we shot him, so call it arms race. In school, they teach Vit kids to wash dishes and gamble. They teach black kids to die. They teach white kids to become cops and help them with that. Look, some gooks would go to school for anything. Some Kenyans just know how to run, too. The daughter cradles her pink-skinned doll. She admires the mermaid best, who keeps her fish half saran-wrapped and presentable. She eats out of a closed lunchbox. English is hot as tar. She keeps it hopping in her mouth. They bring veterans to school to tactic at her, men who will strangle in their sleep a child who walks heavy by the couch, who stare at her like a footnote. The girl learns to read Ting Viet at 17. She's crib note and bar brawl. She's pale as a slapped face. She does not own anything, least of all that bloody peninsula, purview of God or nobody. 3, America's a very small canoe. There's not space left in this mouth for your tongue. There's no room on this roof. There's no remedy for napalm on the skin. The US makes enough salt to blight 10,000 Carthages. Count carcasses. Say archipelagos. Say the helicopters really are coming. I only get an accent at the voting booth. 4, who's starving? Who grateful? Who broke? Who broke bones? Who owns? Who hungry for girl, not hungry for Hot Pocket? Who white now? Who hate each other now? Who Kimora Lee Simmons? Who go pee-pee in your Coke? Who wear string as blindfold? Who shoot first? Who full of bean curd? Who's starving? Who's citizen? Who gook? Who is John McCain talking about? Why are there so many restaurants in this country still named Miss Saigon? Forget Rodney. Forget what ruptured in the riots. Yo, we just don't like each other. Bac Hai swallows whole lies like pits. Bac Hai forgets about the refugee camps. We've come from the South. John McCain has nothing to do with that. This is about waiting for your turn. And Bac Hai doesn't trust anyone ahead of him in line.